How can I handle difficult people in the workplace? We will go back to this picture in a moment. These days, it is becoming even more common to have to deal with difficult people in the workplace. And we have many answers for this. One answer that you might not like is people are not necessarily difficult. They are simply not doing what you would like them to do. This is all. Another answer is soul you put you in that situation for a reason. Either so you can put your foot down, as we say, and hold on to your power, or take back your power, or learn how not to do this again in the future. Learn how not to let someone make you unhappy, or to make sure that in the future, when you might be in the same position, you do not do the same to others. Because we humans tend to forget very quickly. And most of us, not all, but most of us, repeat what others have done to us. We then go and do them somewhere else. So be in these situations where you have to deal with difficult people. Be in there consciously. Keep asking questions. What am I learning from this? Why am I here? Here meaning in this business, in this company, in this situation. Don't expect an answer that minute. Because I have a lot of clients that call me and say, I asked the question and I didn't get an answer. So don't expect an answer that minute. Just keep asking the questions so that your soul can guide you to what it is you came here to experience. Also, keep in mind, you did not come to earth so that everything can be perfect and so you can be happy. You did not come to earth for that. I keep repeating this in so many videos. We have come to earth to experience things we do not have back home. So stop complaining and start experiencing. Now, most of the times when a client would say something like, how can I deal with the difficult people at work? The soul says, you can't. They are difficult to you to give you the incentive to start your own business, to become self-employed. So ask yourself, might it be for this? Can I become self-employed? What scares most people from becoming self-employed is security. So I'm afraid there is no magic button we can press and then we let go of the need we have for security. This is a process that for most people, takes a while. For me, it didn't take too long because I realized, I fully understood that if I die, I go back home. And back home is beautiful. So I don't need security. I'm okay. I will experience everything until I die. And this way, I let go of my need for security. Now, a lot of people say, yes, but it's wrong for the manager to be acting like this. It's illegal, or this, or that. Yes, it is, but you are not going to change it. So, either leave or keep asking yourself, what am I learning from this? As we say many times, we have unfinished business on earth from other lives. The one thing that a soul absolutely needs to conquer again is its power. We have all given up our power in one life or another, in one situation or another, and the soul says, I'm going back again. I'm going to put myself in situations where I will be absolutely forced to take back my power or to hold on to my power. And this is why. This is another reason why it's happening even more these days. Let's see. Because I cannot think of anything else right now, let me go to the picture here, which has, what I'm going to say now has nothing to do with the question. It's about human evolution. Look at the first guy here that is observing. Look how wide his legs are open. Men always do this when there are women in the room. They don't even think about it. It happens unconsciously. Their legs simply start opening up like that. Because what they are saying is, there is a dick here. I'm not just a pretty face. Have your babies with me. This has to do with evolution. Unfortunately, we cannot change this overnight. This takes thousands of years. Because we lived in an environment where our children had to survive for hundreds of thousands of years. We cannot change this now in 3 or 4 or 5 generations. So if you're a woman in the workplace, unless a man is gay, he will always see you as a woman. It is nature. He's not doing it on purpose. It is just nature. So, that might also have a lot to do with why they make it more difficult for women in the workplace. It's really not planned. They don't get together and say, how can we make her life miserable? They don't do that. It just comes out of them without them even thinking. So back to the question, how can I handle difficult people in the workplace? I'm afraid, even though hundreds and hundreds of clients have asked this question, none of them got a good answer, meaning how to handle the people. And most of them got the answer, it is now time for you to move on. But again, keep this in mind. You did not come to earth so everything will be perfect. Because when everything is perfect, we do not learn anything. And earth is a school. We are here to learn or to experience different things. Always keep this in mind. And do not fall into the trap of buying things as soon as you get a job. Buying a house, buying a second house, because then you cannot leave the job. Because so many people would prefer to leave their jobs, but they cannot because they owe money. they have bought expensive items. So it isn't worth it. Many people say, well, I don't want to pay rent. Why not? Why not pay rent? At least you will be free. Or, I don't want to throw money away on rent. You are not throwing money away. You are paying to live somewhere. Just like you're buying food. Don't you think you are throwing money away with food? It's the same thing. Try and keep your life as free as possible, so that when you don't like a place, you can move. So yes, again, I'll have to say I don't have a good answer of how to deal with difficult people in the workplace, other than move on.